There's a realistic chance that Pierre Poilievre can win the most amount of seats in the next federal election, but he won't be able to form government. Because at this rate, he has absolutely no chance of forming a majority. He's just too toxic in too many places in Canada, including Ontario and Quebec. And while he may be polling higher than the Liberals, a lot of that polling effort is concentrated in places like Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta, so it overinflates what it looks like they should be getting in terms of seat count. They don't have a very efficient vote across the country. And according to an advisor of Pierre, constitutionally, it's their right. It is the right of the NDP and the Liberals to try to form government first because they are the ones currently in government. But the Conservatives will go nuclear if that happens. Translation, the Conservatives are already planning on saying that the Liberals and the NDP stole the election if the Conservatives do not get to form government. But the thing is, to form government, you don't need to have the most amount of seats. You need to at least hit 170 seats. And as of right now, it doesn't seem like the NDP or the Bloc are willing to work with the Conservatives, mainly because the NDP and the Conservatives are totally different sides of the spectrum. And the Bloc, right now, Quebecois people hate the Conservatives more than they have in decades. Which means the most likely way for anybody to form government would be the Liberals and the NDP, and maybe also adding in the Bloc, meaning that the person who forms government, Trudeau in that case, would have about 51 to 58% of the voter confidence, whereas the Conservatives would only be sitting at 35. And in our Westminster parliamentary system, this is literally how elections are supposed to go. This happened very recently in BC where the NDP and the Greens teamed up to beat the Liberals. It's also previously happened in Ontario with David Peterson.